Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. We've just lost to Fulham 2-1 here at Craven Cottage. Just had the little boy on there, giving a nice motivation, bit of positivity.
Fair play to him being positive. You know, it's nice, but I don't feel positive right now. You know what I mean? I thought that was a really they ruined our Christmas.
Yep.
Right, and now they've ruined New Year's as well. You know what I mean? What's wrong with these men?
You said they're overate at Christmas.
Shocking performance today. Fulham, and I've not said this much about Arsenal for a long time, but Fulham wanted it more than Arsenal today. The way Fulham played, they deserved to win the game. By the way, right? They played with aggression. Yeah. They had a plan. We were just knocking it about. There was no aggression in our play. You know what I mean? You could see that with Saka. He wasn't his normal aggressive self. You could see that with Martinelli. Even Declan Rice in the midfield weren't his normal self. You know what I mean? I thought that, they bossed the midfield with Paulinho and Kearney. You know what I mean? That was a really, really damaging performance today by Arsenal.
Aggression, Robbie, is that what it is? Because you can't teach aggression, You can't teach...
No, but they normally play with aggression, but there's a lack of aggression over the past 2 games.
I agree.
They've played with a lack of aggression. It's almost like, when we got the first goal, we just stopped playing. It's almost like, all right, we'll go on and get a couple, but you're playing against a very hungry side today. They've lost their last 3 games. You know what I mean? After going 1-0 up, we should be trying to put them to the sword, but we just... You were saying it there. What's going on?
They lost to Burnley.
We're just sitting back and we're letting them have the ball and they're passing it all over the place. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, if we don't get to grips with this game, a goal's going to come. They get a nice breakaway, score a goal. And then again, done on another set piece. They done us on a set piece at home.
I know.
When we were dominating a game, right? We got done on a set piece against West Ham and we got done again today. And like I heard Lee saying it earlier, that's been one of our strengths, that we don't get done by that, and then that's free. It's been a very, very damaging Christmas period for us, and the worst thing about it now is that we don't have a Premier League game for a couple of weeks. Right? You know what I mean? It's
so now
bad.
They got to sit on this result now. Then
Tottenham are a point behind us. Could you believe that? We've dropped 8 points over this Christmas period. It's really, really been bad. It's been very damaging. Up until the last 2 games, we'd lost 2 games this season. We've now lost 4. In 2 games, it's been a very damaging period, and some of those players there over the next few weeks need to have a really hard look at themselves. It's not good enough, their performance today.
Yeah, not the manager. You're saying the players have to look at themselves.
Manager, players, everybody need to. I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to go away, warm training, or whatever. They need to sit down, and there needs to be players need to call other players out. You know what I mean? Because excuse me, the last 2 performances, look how they played at Liverpool.
Oh yeah, that was.
And look how they played today, right? And Liverpool's just as hard a game. Liverpool were aggressive, but we matched that.
Yeah.
And then look at today. You cannot tell me that
is that an attitude
or
mindset?
Performance. Well, I don't know what it is. They've got to sort it out.
They've got to sort
because
it out.
Otherwise, forget the league. The league is over if they play like that.
Yeah, Rob.
Because we'll get. You can't be if you're going for a title. You're supposed to come to Fulham. It's no given in the Premier League you're going to win. Fulham are a decent side, you know what I mean? But when you come to a place like Fulham, if you're trying to win titles, you need 3 points.
Yeah,
or you at least at the bare minimum leave with a point.
I want to ask you, what's frustrated you the most in today? Because if you think you mentioned
everything, man.
Everything
has frustrated me. The only person I think who had a decent performance was Raya in goal. Everybody else on that pitch, everybody was poor. Every single player was not up to the standard that I've seen them playing this season. And as I said, there was a lack of aggression from the team. There was a lack of ideas. There was just, everything was poor. You know what I mean? Up front, how many shots did they have? Was it 1 he hit wide in the first half? Saka, poor. Martinelli, poor. Apart from the goals and that after that, nothing. Yeah. Midfield, Odegaard, how many balls did he play through and create anything? Poor. Declan Rice, Kivior. I put that on Mikel Arteta. We know. I've said it to you many a times. Jakob Kivior cannot play as a left back. Why are we still trying it? I know. There's injuries today. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I don't put it on him because when Tommy Yasu came on, he was even worse. You could see that was a player that is still injured or so. He was awful. So, but basically, all players today probably apart from Raya, and I haven't seen the goal back, the set piece to see if he's got anything in that. All players apart from him today, poor, not good enough.
Let me just finish off asking you this. This is quite a generic question, but I want you to think about the context of it. Arsenal need to bounce back, but how do you see us? I mean, the dream of the league, I feel like it's died for most Arsenal fans here that I've spoken with, but where do you see Arsenal going from here? Because they got the African Cup of Nations, we got players, they're supposed to be returning, but do you see that positive light at any?
African Cup of Nations won't affect us. I don't know if
the Asia Cup or anything.
If the Asia Cup, I don't know if Tomiyasu will go. We got to go into the market in January. We need to buy. That team needs freshening up. That's how it seemed over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They've been very, very poor since that Liverpool game. I don't know why.
It's weird,
because as I
isn't it?
said, they went to Liverpool. They played really, really well. They've been, in general, really good this season. You know what I mean? I find it hard to criticise, but today I'm gonna, because it's been two performances like that in a row.
Yeah.
And basically, the league's not done, right? But it's like, it feels like that's because if
you can't lose to West Ham.
If you've got more performances like, I mean, we got Crystal Palace at home next game. They'll come and do the same thing with Fulham today. They'll set up. They'll be well organised under Roy Hodgson, and they've got quality on the break in Elise and Eze. So if we don't play with aggression and we play lacklustre, you can lose that. Yeah. That's what I mean. So it's damaging. It's a really damaging defeat. There's a lot of managers who'll be looking on what West Ham have done and Fulham have done, and they will say, well, you know what, we can do that. So we've got to get our act together. And also we need to find another way of playing when it's not working, when what we normally don't work. We need to find another way of playing. And today it was missing. It was really, really, really poor today. Listen, you can't, even if we was 8 points clear today, you couldn't say you're going to win the league, because you still got Liverpool up there, you still got City up there, but it's damaging today.
It's damaging. I can't even wish you a happy new year after that.